Yo, what up, Phoenix fam? What up, family? How y'all doing out there today? Hope everything is good. Hope all is well. First, before we start off, man, I just want to say thank you to all those who are actually tuned in to this channel, man. Thanks for all the likes, the shares, definitely the subscribes. I see that it is going up. I appreciate that, man. That means it let me know that I am putting out some type of content that is relative to what it is that you're looking for, and you're enjoying it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what we're here for, just to inform, to teach, and hopefully you get something from it. You know what I mean? That's all I'm doing. And of course, it's just a quick journey, looking to my journey, rather, of getting back out here in the field, getting back in the truck driving to see how everything's going. So what we're going to do today is, man, this is going to be our first 30-day evaluation, being a solo driver with Western Express, along with being a lease operator with Western Express. So I'm gonna take a quick dive into it, man. I'm actually at the docks getting unloaded right now, so I figured I'd try to take some time, make this a quick video. I know the last couple of videos been extensively long, but it covers a lot of information. It covers a lot of my time travel. So um, I got an actual the last push 90 coming out soon. So, but right now we can do a little revisionist history. Let's jump for the first 30. Let's get into it. All right, so the first 30, how has it been? Uh, to be honest with you, man, I really don't have any complaints. Of course, it has its ups, it has its downs. You know what I mean? It's nothing is perfect. But honestly, man, I really have no complaints out here. I've actually been riding for 30 days, constantly. My first 30 days, man, me and my manager sat down, we had a talk before he even started, really. And the whole goal was to be productive. Me personally, I just like being productive. I hate being stagnant, stuck in a place, and can't move forward. And that's with anything in life. That ain't necessarily just with trucking. That's just part of me. So with this here, man, that conversation had to be had of, you know, I'm I'm the driver that wants to keep moving. You know what I mean? So the good thing about that is I can stay constantly moving. And of course, more movement, more miles, more money, right? But there is a downside to that as well. You have to build what I call your stamina up out here to be able to drive. Given those hours that you have to be on the road, 8, 9, 10 hours worth of driving, along with 10, 11, 12, 14 hours worth of working. So you have to build your stamina up out here for that. And it's going to take those first 30 days realistically to get into that motion of it, and that's how I break everything down. I try to do a 30, 60, 90. So my first 30 days was pretty much just, like being in the gym, getting those reps up, trying to figure out how to pre-plan my trips, how to fuel my truck, how to, get up on time, make it to my deliveries on time, pickups, drops, things of that nature. So, and being safe, that is the key goal, is to be safe, is to get back home to my son, get back home to my family, get back to the ones that love and care about me. You know what I mean? So that's ultimately the goal. But of course, while we're out here, we want to make some bread. We want to, be able to take care of those ones at the same time. So, it ties into each other. But so with that being said, like I said, my first 30 days, man, nonstop running. I actually ran for 28 days straight without having to do a 34. And I know a lot of people like, damn, bro, But if you know how to work your hours, if you can work probably about 8, 8.5, 9 hours per day, those hours will recycle by the end of your 70. And you back at 8, 9 hours per day worth of driving, working time. Now, of course, it don't work out like that perfectly every time, because it depends on the load, where you have to deliver, how many miles you have to track, delivery times and everything else. Good thing about it was all that was really dropping hooks. So that kind of helped me. I was in, picked up, hit the road, drop. In, pick up, hit the road, drop. And repeated that pretty much for like the first 30 days. Like, it really, it worked out that way for me. Of course, along with that, fueling, had to get used to that. My biggest concern is the fuel, especially when you as a lease operator. That's the number one thing that's going to fluctuate. It's going to either increase your bottom line or decrease your bottom line, depending on how much fuel you actually have to put in your truck to cover these miles and make these drops. So paying attention to that, trying to come up with a formula, knowing where to fuel, southeast, so somewhere west. Of course, anything northeast, midwest, northeast is going to pay a little bit more in fuel price per gallon. So wherever I'm down south, or where I can find the fuel the least expensive, I go ahead and try to fill up as much as I can. And when I'm up north, I try to just fuel for the trips. And like I said, I take a deep dive into that with the next video that I'm coming out with as well. But so that was one of those learning curves I had to get onto. The other thing was just with Western Express, how they operate. Honestly, I haven't had no issues with them. My driver manager is very communicative. We talk on the phone, we talk through the ELD, text messages, whatever the case may be. We stay in communication. So I haven't had an issue with my driver manager or driver advocate or whatever you want to call them. But we have a good relationship. I'm a driver. She's, she helps me with my loads. So I don't have no issues with that. Maintenance, I haven't had an issue with my truck. I'm not going to knock on wood because I don't have any wood in the truck. But honestly, that's part of your pre-trips every day. You know what I mean? Just making sure your truck is safe to drive and you're ready to rock and roll. You know what I mean? Do a thorough pre-trip for real, for real. Like, do not take that lightly. Check them tires, like for real. The tires is the main thing. Air pressure, tread depth. Make sure to check them tires. Because like I said, last thing you want is a alligator blowout on the side of the road somewhere. Now you got to sit 5-6 hours and this, that, and the third. I'm actually due for a PM. I'm going to do a video on that as well. My first PM on my truck. Show you how to go about it and what it all entails and how much it costs. So yeah, Aura's been running. I haven't had no issues with her whatsoever. What else I wanted to cover real quick? Like I said, I'm trying to make this a quick video, man. Just a quick dive, first 30. Total miles. I want to go over that real quick though. Realistically, my total miles that I ran for the month put me close to around like 10,000 miles, which is not bad. I mean, that's kind of what you want as a solo driver, about 10,000 miles for the month. So, I mean, our first week we came out, it was only like 1,500 miles. I started like midweek and finished up early. But ever since then, man, like I said, I've non-stop running. Like seriously, non-stop running. So about a good 10,000 miles my first month in. Pay and all that stuff, like I said, it's relative to every driver. But I'll probably do a deep dive into paychecks. A lot of people want to see numbers. So I might do a paycheck dive, but realistically, man, like I tell everybody, truck driving is more than just your pay. You gotta love this. Like, you just gotta love to be out here riding. You have to love to travel. You have to be somewhat of a lone wolf, you know what I mean? Which I am. You gotta love to be by yourself in some instances, you know what I mean? If that's what it is about, like I said, the money's gonna come. Like, realistically, it is. This is a billion dollar industry. Freight goes in and out all day, every day, no matter who the carrier is, no matter what it needs to be transported, from boats to planes to trains. You know what I'm saying? So freight's gonna move. This industry will always be here, always will have a job. So money's gonna come. You just gotta love what it is that you do. So I would just advise that, man. If y'all were looking to get into this CDL life, truck driving, over the road, covering miles, just come in with the mentality, man, I love what I do. And have that passion ignite your purpose, would ignite your profits. Simple as that. You feel me? So, but yeah, we'll get into the money and all that stuff a little later. So what else in the first 30 though? Man, I've been somewhere everywhere though, for real. Like northeast, southeast, went out west, Texas. Been all the way up to, of course, Ohio, Cincinnati, and all that good stuff. Indiana, Kentucky. So, been on the roads, man. Been on the roads. Handling all these highways, byways, mountain grades, steep hills, all that good stuff. So, it just comes with the journey. Like I said, I done did it before. I got plenty of experience as far as road experience. But being back out here, getting acclimated to it, Feels good. It really do. Truck stops. I do want to talk about that real quick. Parking. Parking, it is a premium out here. For real, for real. So, just, plan your trips. Know where you're going. You can use the Flying J app. You can use the TA Truck Stop app. You can use Love's app. It pulls up all the major three, right? But this is what I do advise every driver to get your first 30 days in. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. Where's she at? Come here, girl. This right here. This book right here, Pocket Truck Stop Guide. Man, this right here is going to give you every truck stop on every city, on every highway, byway, US, back road, everything. All right. So anytime you need a truck stop and you can't find it on your pilot or your top 3 major stops, get one of these, man. $5. If you need parking, $5. It'll save your life, man. For real, for real. So this is one of the things that you definitely need to get when you're out here pocket drive. So, I'll probably do another video on that too, man. Like the essentials that you might need out here, man. Because, you need truck gear. Stuff you buy for your car might not last in this truck. It does a lot of rumbling and tumbling down these highways. Even with some of these cell phone holders and stuff like that, man. You want to get this something that's truck rated, like straight up. But yeah, man. So first 30, it's been beautiful. I appreciate the opportunity, man. And like I said, I've been enjoying it. I really have. I have no complaints. Honestly, with Western Express, like I said, you take it for what you want to take it for. Like I said, you're going to have some days that you might not catch a load. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that deter you from what it is the end goal is. You know what I'm saying? A good friend of mine always told me, man, every delay is for your purpose and your protection. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't get a load that day, just wait for the next day. Ain't no telling, you might not need to be on the road that night. You feel me? Like I said, I've seen a lot of stuff, accidents, this, that, and the third. Hold on one second. Good to go? Be right back. Hold on. Woo. Sorry about that, people. I'm back. Actually, just had to pick up my load. They just finished unloading me at the dock door. So, like I said, took this little 10, 15 minutes to jump into this real quick, and showing up, man, we unloaded right on for the next one. So, that is a little quick deep dive into my first 30. Like I said before, man, if y'all got any questions, feel free to jump. Ask about it in the comments. I try to reply to most everybody. Once again, more than anything, I appreciate it. All the likes, the shares, and the subscribes. But let's continue on this journey, people. Gonna go ahead and lock and load. You know how I get down. And shoot, man, we'll touch base with y'all in a few though. So like I said, enjoy the journey. I hope everything is well. Peace and blessings to all of you. Till next time. Y'all already know what it is, man. Keep your sun side up. Stay safe out here. Yeah.